back to the Big Kid Podcast. I'm your co-host, Austin Poplin, here with co-host Julian Pembleton. Wow. I wonder if the microphone picked that up.
What's up, fellas?
Ah,
Ladies and germs.
can't say that.
Why?
That would be offensive.
To who? The guys?
So, welcome
Okay.
back to the episode 6. Big 6.
Yeah.
Technically our
That's
7th.
that's
Big
three. That's three two times.
6. Yo.
It is. My brethren. All right.
Again, we came here unprepared.
No, we didn't.
I don't have... Okay. Now, it was... First of all, I got two things to cover. Actually, I do have something a little bit prepared then.
Mm-hmm.
It was brought to my attention that people think that we have notes on this laptop.
We do.
I'm going
No.
to...
No. You're gonna ruin the immersion.
Nothing. Right here
You're
is our
ruining the
audio
immersion.
file, and this is the left and right tracks.
No.
There's no words.
We had it planned from the start.
No, we did not. And also, it was brought to my attention by a certain person that
Sorry.
that I am allegedly a liar.
What?
I'm a liar.
About what?
Remember a couple episodes ago, I said I didn't like food. I didn't really enjoy
Oh, this just happened.
it. Well, about 30 minutes prior to this moment right now, I was FaceTimed. And this person,
By the president.
the president told me that I'm a liar and that them and we just had a conversation about food. About how much I enjoyed, it's not how much I enjoyed it. It was just like, I look forward to it sometimes.
I just don't understand how you cannot not enjoy talking about food. It's the easiest. I will definitely say it is the easiest icebreaker, the easiest conversation starter, or just random discussion
I
you
like to
can
talk
have.
about more complicated things though. Like
I'm not
food.
saying, but I'm not saying you're at a conference table and you have the option to start up a conversation and choose something you feel deeply hearted about. I'm saying it's the easiest. It's the easiest, most casual. You can talk about food. Oh, what'd you eat for dinner last night,
agree.
Joe?
I'm very bad at just skipping the casual conversation.
But you want to go in depth about gun laws
Not exactly.
and about our rights.
Whatever that is. Okay. We're not going to be talking about that.
Why?
I promised people that we wouldn't be talking about your views.
I just had an idea. Well, I didn't have an idea, but
Let's make a new constitution. Was that what you were thinking?
No.
Did I take the words right out of your mouth?
What's a constitution?
Okay.
Tell it to me.
The
No,
Constitu-
I'm just kidding. It's
Okay.
probably boring old paper that some people on a Mayflower made.
That's.
Are you trying to grab the fish?
Where's my mug?
Yo, your mug's over
Mug
there.
over here.
I thought you were trying to grab the fish.
Cover your ears.
Apparently,
It was not written on the Mayflower.
this is the Salamander episode.
Oh my God, it is.
Yeah.
Enlighten us, Julian. Tell us about the salamander.
All right. So, I'm going to talk about it in episode 11. I'm just kidding. That'd be horrifically stupid. All right. So, the Samoans, the salamander incident, I was at my house, not this house. It was a different house. And I have to give you the blueprint of the house first. So, you walk into the house. You see a hallway. You have another hallway here with 2 doors and a bathroom. You'll go forward. You have a living room, mother's room, backyard, a staircase, also kitchen, if you count that as a room. You walk up the stairs, make a right, and then you're in my room, which is the whole upstairs. I got a bathroom, a closet, a big bed, a chameleon, an art table, couch, flat screen TV, and that's the large furniture in my room. And a far table with the chameleon sits on.
How much of this story is relevant?
What do you mean?
How much of the parts of your house relevant?
You need to know every obstacle that could have happened.
Okay. All right,
Every
never mind.
different route.
Never mind. So remember everything you just said.
Okay, so keep that format in your head. And so, following night, said Chinese.
Draw this out if this helps.
Yeah, here, I'll give you a little bit of time to grab a Sharpie and a piece of paper.
Oh my god.
So, all right, you got it? Okay, cool.
Okay.
Now,
we're just gonna assume you have it now.
Following night, previous night, the night before, said 2 freshly bought siblings from China came home and brought a salamander. It's okay. Freshly bought salamander. And I was like, oh, it's cool. And they're like, Julian, can we keep it? Can we take care of it? Can we, nurture it? And I looked at it and I said, why not? Probably won't eat. That's fine. If he doesn't eat, I'll just release him. So I dust off the old 10-gallon tank. I have a lid on it. It is a purple lid. It has 2 holes. One hole to put food in because it's for fish, and another hole where the cord comes out. That's important. Now, I had the salamander, I would say, for a week. I put normal substrate in there. I gave him a water dish, a hide. I would feed him. He would never eat, so I was already going to release him. I come home from school. I leave school at 3:40. I get dropped off because I took the bus. And I come home. Nobody is home. Significant other is at work or driving around. Siblings are with mother because they got taken out of school early. And they are also on their way home. Dogs. There are 3 mutts that live in this home. They all roam downstairs. I have a doggy gate so they don't get upstairs. There's 2 other little dogs downstairs. There's a lot of obstacles. Now, I come home. I check on him. I'm like, oh, maybe he's burrowed into his dirt or he's hiding. Check on the chameleon, water both of them, And I decide, you know what? I had a rough day at school. I'm gonna pleasure myself with a nice warm poop. And my bathroom is in my room. So I go to proceed to walk over there to lay my ass on the toilet to poop. And I commence it. And I look over and I'm like, dang it. Oh, gosh darn it. I don't have any toilet paper. Suck it back in. Pull my pants back up. Walk downstairs. Go down the few hallways. Go into the bathroom downstairs to grab toilet paper. And I'm like, you know what? Let me cut off this poop and pee. So I pee first. I'm peeing in the toilet downstairs. I put the seat up. Commence flush. I grab the toilet paper. And I look behind the toilet. And I see a salamander. A black, slick, bumpy salamander with yellow polka dots on him. Now, I start to think to myself, oh my god, I feel awful. I feel so sad for this creature. And then my brain and my gears start to twist and turn. And how did the salamander get there? I think of every possible solution. He would have had to climb out of the tank, hop through a small hole, fall off the desk, walk down the stairs again, slip through the doggy door, past the dogs, go down 3 different hallways in turns to slide under the door to walk behind the toilet to die.
So he was dead when you found it.
He was dead when I found him. And I start calling siblings and I'm like, why are you guys fucking around with the salamander when I'm not home? They weren't even home yet. Significant other wasn't even home yet. I call my mom. I'm like, Mom, were you fucking with the salamander? No, she was at work.
Wow.
There's so many different, how did they pass the dogs? If a dog did bring him in there, 1, why put it behind the toilet? 2, the door was shut. There's so many different variables. Why didn't he go under the couch? Why didn't he go to my bathroom? How did he get out of the tank? The tank is a lid. It is a sealed lid. You can't push it off. You can't do nothing. I don't even think he can climb. This thing has no food. It is malnourished. And it somehow made it down 2 things of stairs, a few hallways, and under a toilet. A toilet. A toilet. That's a line from Oh, it's a funny movie.
Why bother referencing it if you don't know what the movie?
It's a
is?
funny movie. It has
Little Nicky.
No, it has a white guy in it. Oh, what's his name? Will Ferrell.
Elf.
Nope. And Land of the Lost. You made me feel like a toilet. A toilet. That's what it is. That's the line.
Oh.
Anyways, I miss him. I miss Will Ferrell. No, I miss the salamander. I'm kind of bummed. I went to this exotic pet store the other day and I almost bought 2 salamanders because I felt bad. Yeah, I went. Yeah.
That's strange.
I can't figure.
How could no one have messed with him?
No one messed with him, and I still bring it up to this day, and no one, feeds into it or can give me an answer. I just can't seem to wrap my brain around it. He was this big, I would say. This thick, if that helps.
Wait, that thick?
Yeah, he's a little plump.
That was a big salamander.
Yeah, he was a big salamander.
That was his body.
It's not gonna be a lot of editing.
How
Just
did he
throw
do
up
that?
the salamander? But I have no clue.
I was under the impression it was like one of those like little skinks.
No. It's a legit salamander. This thing leaves a moist environment. It dries up, and that's what I'm guessing is how he died. He dried up behind the toilet.
You think it was more moist behind the toilet?
But if that's the case,
But
and
how
he's
would he
looking
get-
for a moist spot,
Still
go to
doesn't
my
explain how he got there. Or
doesn't explain how he got there, or go to my bathroom. My door's wide open. And if he had to crawl under a crack, it's the same amount of crack downstairs. I don't understand, Austin. I think to this day, he glitched through the floorboards.
You think it was just a glitch in the earth?
Even say he did glitch straight through the floorboards, that's not where the bathroom is. If he glitched through the floorboards, he's in the garage. None of it makes sense. I don't understand. Finn.
Could Finn have rummaged through your house?
Finn could have came through Robert's window, picked up the salamander, and hid him behind the toilet.
Finn, I have to know this.
Finn is this small Jamaican child that used to be my
Why are
neighbor.
you giving them the wrong ethnicity?
What are you talking about?
He wasn't Jamaican.
He was always Jamaican me crazy. You walked into that one.
I didn't. That just didn't have to happen. He was just a small white child that we always saw with no shoes on.
Now, I wouldn't say saw. I would say we would hear the clip clap of his naked feet on the concrete,
So bad.
and then we'd turn over and see him hiding behind a car or a bush. I almost pulled out of my mom's car, and he was behind the car. He was behind the car. Because when you go into reverse, you see the camera pop up. He was there.
That's so weird.
Why? What is he doing?
His parents don't watch him.
I don't understand. I love the kid to death. He's probably like a full-fledged adult. He's probably 30 right now. But
How did he age faster than us?
How does he never put shoes on? I don't know. How did the salamander get there? At this point, with the salamander, if that can't get fixed, then rhyme or reason or laws of physics doesn't matter anymore. Goblins and ghouls probably
I just
exist.
want to take my little click remote
Oh my god.
and just rewind back to your salamander.
Rewind time. What's that from?
YouTube.
Random
Rewind.
Dancing.
That one's from.
Oh no, wait. Yeah, you're right.
That's from iCarly. Random Dancing.
It's rewind time. Wait, do you think we're gonna be in the?
Yeah, I
in
would
the
love
YouTube
to
Rewind?
be in the YouTube Rewind.
Do you
We're
think-
pretty friendly. Like we could probably do it. We just don't have any.
What?
We don't know anybody on YouTube. We don't know
That's why they're gonna collab us. They're gonna put us with
Casey Neistat.
and K-pop and like a
K-pop.
bunch of cool stuff.
I can't stand YouTube Rewind.
I love them. I think
I will still watch it, but I still don't
Yeah.
think it's representative of YouTube.
No, and that's why I like it, because I get to see what they think it is, and then other people like PewDiePie or Mr. Beast make up for it. It's at this point, it's almost like there should be two.
Yeah.
A more commercial one, and then one that's made by actual
Literally the
YouTubers.
people's choice.
So
Because when I go on YouTube, I'm not watching over. I don't even watch major YouTubers anymore. Like PewDiePie, I still like him, but I don't watch him.
I watch him here and there.
I think I watch that one show that starts with the K and it's a really long name.
Oh,
the infographic show.
Zarg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched that. I watched Psyched Substance. The guy he used to be like a drug addict and he goes through like his sometimes he'll do drugs and tell you how it's like.
What the fuck?
It's just interesting. Like he'll drop some.
Sometimes he
DMT
does
and,
drugs on camera and just tells you how it is.
Well, he can't legally do the drugs on camera, but he can record himself before and then he can record himself after.
Do the Dougie.
Psych Substance. What are some other good ones?
Fuck.
I used to watch a lot of video game
Mancatcher.
YouTubers. I don't. Oh, I did a thing.
That
guy's funny.
He's a hidden gem.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't know he exists.
He's amazing. I love his stuff.
I just dropped some water. I sure did. Yeah, I've been spilling water myself all night.
That's foolish.
It's 11:11. Make a wish.
All right, hang on. Can I tell you my wish?
Yes, you may.
Albino lion.
Okay, I modified my wish.
All right. Okay, I met you up with that one. So, furthermore, ending the salamander discussion, we can't figure it out. That might have been a decoy.
He might still be at large.
Look. Oh, and it was depressing because I flushed him down the toilet that he died behind. And then I played Live and Let Die.
Oh.
And I poured one out into the toilet and I cried.
You peed one out or you poured one out?
Yes. Oh, man. R.I.P. I can't remember his name, but I'll make up a name. Flint. R.I.P. Flint.
That's funny because you put him in toilet. Toilet uses water. You named him Flint. You know what place has dirty water?
No.
Flint, Michigan.
But I didn't name him.
Somebody fix Flint, Michigan.
Oh, what's the whole boat thing?
What boat thing?
I'm probably behind. The boat that clogged up
the
the ocean.
Yeah, the Suez Canal.
Yeah.
So the Suez Canal is what all of these major transportation services use to like transfer cargo and stuff.
Yeah.
Instead of going around to Africa, like India, to get goods from India to like Europe, they'd have to go around Africa if they did not have the Suez Canal. So the Suez Canal is like the lifeline of like the Western world to the Eastern world, goods wise. If there were no Suez Canal, they'd have to go all the way down to Africa and all the way back up it just to get back to Europe.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So it's a big deal when that thing got blocked because it's supposed to be on schedule like 24/7. But when that ship got trapped in it, like not sideways, but diagonally, it blocked every other ship behind it and every other ship in front of it that were trying to move around and transport goods. So people were afraid it was going to last a lot longer than it did.
But how did it get stuck?
I don't know how it got stuck. I can't even tell you. I'm not sure because it's a wide canal, but for a cargo ship, it's not. Maybe.
Should we go solve the mystery?
Well, the mystery's been solved. The mystery is whatever the boat's name. I don't think it was like Evergreen. I think it might have been Evergreen or something. They have to like pay reparations for that. They have to pay for the damage that they caused.
Damn, I'm probably in debt now. That sucks.
There was something that I want to talk about the Battle of the Joshes.
Oh, I don't get that. I keep seeing those memes.
Because way back when there was a meme about all of these, like a Facebook meeting or Facebook group called like the Joshes, and they were going to meet at this place on this day. And it was a meme like I don't know how long ago, but I remember seeing it because it was funny that all these Joshes, the idea of all these Joshes coming here to battle would be fun.
Okay.
Well, I think it was either yesterday or today. That was the battle. Today was the day of that meme.
Oh, they finally met?
And they did it. And there were so many Joshes there.
Oh, I bet you I know what it was. I saw I saw another meme. It was like a bunch of people with pool noodles.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was. Oh,
That's the one. They were dressing up in costumes, hitting each other pool noodles.
Mm-hmm.
They crowned Josh the winner. I really thought Josh was gonna win, but I was really surprised when Josh ran.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I see the funny part. Now I see the meme.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't.
It's just stupid. You can't do a Jolly Rancher right now?
Tidbit. Green apple flavor makes me cough.
Really?
I
Why?
have no idea why.
Can you eat a green apple?
Probably. I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea why.
It's not like they even make medicine out of green apple either. They really
No,
don't.
it's always grape, but I hate grape.
Yeah.
So, what was, when you were little, what was one thing you dread most? Now, this could be going to school. This could be taking medicine. But I need very specifics.
When I was like a child.
Like, I'm going to say
Give me a time
before
frame.
middle school.
Before middle school. One thing I dreaded the most was...
Young enough for your parents to say, put your seatbelt on.
Okay. Probably going to the grocery store.
Really?
Hated it.
I had to go to the mall with my mom specifically.
Really?
Because she would just go to girls' stores, and I would just have to stand there and look at myself in the
How
mirror.
about going shopping in general?
Yeah. I remember that.
Because it felt like an eternity.
And, like, you're never going to leave. Yeah.
Yeah, but knowing, like, now, I might be taking the same amount of time that my parents were taking when I was
for
dragged
real.
to the stores. But I always feel like I'm faster. Like, I just do it quickly because I hate doing it.
It's kind of weird because, like, even now as an adult, right?
There was a time when we stopped going to church and instead, like, did, like, our running around on Sundays. And that was probably it. When we designated Sunday for the running around
Okay,
day,
yeah,
we'd be
church
out
sucked.
until, like, 3 or 4.
Church sucks.
And it just felt like my whole day was shot because I was still on a bedtime.
Mm-hmm.
I was still on a, if it's dark outside, you can't go hang out with your friends. So
Yeah.
the rest of my day was shot after we got home from that. And it just killed me because I as a kid, only child, the blessing and a curse, you get bored. You get really
Yeah.
bored. But before cell phones, before all that, like before I even got onto like the video game stuff,
Uh-huh.
I didn't have any friends on PS3. I think I was playing or Wii or whatever. I didn't have any friends. So like summertime, I hated summertime because I would spend the summer with my my grandparents. And I didn't hate spending time with them, but I would be bound there all day,
Mm-hmm.
even though they are only like a football field away from my house. Whenever I'm at my grandparents, I feel like I could be doing something at my house. When I'm at my house, I feel like I could be doing something with my friends,
Yeah.
like my neighborhood friends. It's just I didn't like it. That was me.
I didn't like it.
It was probably summertime. Yeah, I'd change it. It's no longer shopping. It's summertime before I could have a form of communication with the outside world. Because summertime, I went
for specifics.
I went MIA. I
Yeah.
went dark during summertime.
I don't get.
Missing.
Martin Luther. Never mind. Keep going.
No, but well, I don't know if anyone else felt like that, but I feel like we all just lost communication just to pick it back up. If you didn't live in a major neighborhood.
Yeah, I remember one summer I lived in a pretty ghetto area, and I had a group of friends, and there was nothing more depressing as a kid, walking up to your friend's house, asking if they can come out, and hearing no, or hearing they have to do this,
Yeah.
or no response, and having to walk off their property. Sad because they can't hang out, and like you go there, and you ask, hey, can they hang out? And no one's there. Like you go there to ask and no one responds, but you don't know when to leave. Cause maybe they're getting out of the shower and they're gonna come to the door. Oh maybe and just it would suck.
Yeah.
I would hate it.
I think now it is a time to be alive. You can, without even walking over there, you can ask your friends.
You can
if they're home.
hoverboard if you wanted to, if you truly wanted to.
The only thing that our childhood has beat on childhood of today is the fact that it didn't feel like a dangerous world out there. A lot. I don't know.
It really was. It still was dangerous,
It still was, but we didn't.
But we were just as oblivious.
It,
Now I feel like it's thrown at kids. Like, oh yeah, if you leave at this time, you're done. Oh yeah, if you do this, you're done.
Like I'm kind of scared for y'all younger people.
Oh, I thought you were saying you. Like,
No.
You younger people.
No, we're in the shits. We're out.
Yeah.
But I feel like your childhood, you
it's a
guys got a
scary
lot of
world out
things,
there.
but well, you'll never beat the freedom that we had on a midsummer night.
No, I was telling my little brother this because I went to bed and I had a long day at work and I had to get up early in the morning, and I hop in the bed butt ass naked and
Yeah?
no, I went to bed late. I went to bed at 1 and I had to wake up again at 3 o'clock because two of said siblings' friends I wake up to them talking to me saying, you have to lie to the cops. You have to say there's 6. You have to say there's 6 of us here. And I'm just like, what? Get out. Get the fuck out. And they're like, come on, Jimmy, please. And I'm just like, okay. And I just tell them to leave me alone. And I put on my jorts and I mosey up the stairs with my shirt off, with my jorts on, and this small little boy and this girl, which was not my sister, and I was just very concerned because I have no clue who these children are. I don't know where my siblings are, and I have to talk to these 3 policemen, and they just wanted to make sure, that I was aware that there are other kids running around the neighborhood and that they knew at least someone was watching these kids or was aware. I was not. I was asleep. And they left, and I talked to these 2 children, and I'm like, hey, where's my brother? Where's my sister? And then I went on a little wild goose chase to go find them. They were ding-dong ditching, and I'm not upset. I'm just disappointed that they got caught, because I would do the same stuff. I would hang out with kids. Wait, hang on. When I was a child, as my friend, I would hang out with my group, my gang, my gaggle, and we would, we'll go around fucking with people, run around at night and, messing around. It's just what happens. But I don't think I've ever got caught. The only time we got caught was like, I can only think of jaywalking.
That you talking about over here?
Yeah. When we were jaywalking, and me and my friend Jack, we were hanging out at Walmart because I didn't have a car then, and for some reason it was fun for my mother to drop us off and be there for 3 hours, and then my phone died and I was trapped. So we kind of, we bought Frisbees, hung out, threw stuff around. It was fun, and then we decided to just hang out and talk, kind of by the GameStop, because there was like sort of somewhere to sit, and there's bars to hang out on, and this undercover cop pulled up with his tinted windows and was asking me where I lived and all this stuff because he thought we were going to rob the GameStop tonight.
That was he said?
Yeah, he said, well, it just looks kind of suspicious. 2 young men hanging out by a
Were you
closed,
even young men yet?
Closed
No.
GameStop, and I'm like,
dude,
officer, I don't know my address. Please believe me. And just like, he was like, okay, just be safe, guys. And I'm like, sure thing. And I was just like, come on, man. Like, I don't even know how old I was.
I'm glad you know your address now. That is one thing that made me upset.
My address is 320.
Nope.
Got him.
One thing that made me upset is when I'm sleeping over at your house and my mother asks me, where am I? What's the address? And you can't tell me.
Because you should know it.
Why should I know it?
Because you got dropped off.
You're the one who lives there.
That is true. But it's like, do you know your phone number by heart?
Yes.
All right. Follow-up question. What's my phone number?
I don't know.
Yes, let's talk. Oh wait, hang on. The
Yeah.
baby.
So what's your phone number?
The baby texted me. The baby texted me. They're on their way home. Can you come, or should she bring me? She should bring you. She should bring
really not
bring you.
like to.
Sorry, I can't text and talk at the same time. It's a
know.
disability, but it's also my superpower. Now, anyways.
Give me an example of something that you think I shouldn't know by heart.
You shouldn't know by heart?
I know my mom's phone number, and I know my phone number. I also know my grandparents' phone number.
You should know or shouldn't?
That I shouldn't know. Or that... Another example. Just give me another example.
Okay. Hang on.
I already know my address. I know my license plate number.
What? That's stupid. Just look at your car.
I know it. The cop asked me what was the license plate for your stolen
I don't know,
vehicle.
alright? I don't know, Austin.
Yeah. There's just things that I feel like you should know.
But think about it. You've lived in the same house for all your life.
Granted, it does make it easier, but
I know my address that I grew up in.
I think the fact that
I've
it
moved.
is your residence,
The moment,
you should know.
but I
It's
moved
important.
a lot. I moved a lot.
I know you move a lot, but the fact that you live there, it's your residence. That's
Doesn't
something
mean
you're
I'm
like,
gonna learn it by heart.
that means you should like save quit in your brain. Like, yes, I live here now. Let me memorize my address because this is important.
I did. I did memorize that.
Eventually,
Yeah, that's memorized. It takes a while. Austin, why are you yelling at me? Don't yell at me.
I'm just scared for you sometimes.
Why?
That's all. That's just me and my fatherly instincts.
No,
I'm scared for you sometimes.
No, I got it.
Sometimes you just need a little prodding with a stick.
No, I got it. I'll be fine. See, I always say this. I'm gonna be fine because I say I'm gonna be fine. You know? We get there when we get there, as I always say.
I agree with the first statement, but not the second one.
What was the second
We
one?
do not get there when we get there.
We get there when we get there.
No. You can physically be present there, but you can't mentally be present there. Just like how I was physically present at Disney World after driving for 13 hours, but I was not mentally present. I was mentally back in the car where I was asleep.
Okay, you're using it as a different word.
Okay,
than
you
I
got some
wanted
big
to.
words going on. I can't really tell.
Okay, you got some big stuff going on. I can't keep up.
You know what else is big? Big Kid. Podcast.
Anyways. So how
So what's
is
up, man?
everyone? Okay.
What's up, man?
How have you been? That's when you respond.
Oh, so I didn't see the cue.
The question I asked, how are you?
Yeah.
How have you been, Austin?
Pretty fair.
Pretty fair.
I would say fair. I'm neglecting my schoolwork. However, I am helping out my parents a lot more than I was.
Still active as usual,
Yeah, I'm sleeping till noon sometimes.
but you're kind of on a hiatus, or
I feel like a vacation.
what's the other word? You're retired for a little bit.
Retired at age 19.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like I don't ask that very often.
Do you ask me or ask people in particular?
Well, I hate this. I hate this so much because so when I work in retail, I have to talk to people, I have to talk to customers, and I ask them about, all right, the first instinct is, oh, how's your day? How's your day going? Oh, how are you? And I always get the same response. Good, good, good. Hanging in there. Good, good, grand, beautiful out. Nice. Which, it's horseshit. One of you motherfuckers are having a bad day. Why won't you tell me you're having a fucking shitty day right now?
How much easier is it to open up to a complete stranger?
But this is where I'm getting at.
Okay.
I'll get customers that shake it up a little, and they'll make a joke, or they'll actually bring up a topic of conversation. I'm using that example as when I work in retail and I have to talk to all these people, I appreciate and remember the people that break the mold, and they actually are real. They act like real people. They're not just coming in, getting out, and they're what?
Break the mold. That was a good analogy.
Okay, okay,
I
Austin.
like that one.
All right, but like I remember all my reptile customers. I remember all the like older people that come in because they tell me about their issues they got going on. Like I just appreciate it more because it makes me feel like more of a person instead of a product they're coming in to kind of just get through. Like, oh, I gotta come in here. They're gonna ask me if I need any help. I'm gonna say no because I come here all the time. But in reality, I'm just being generous. Like when I ask, "Hey, how are you doing today?" and they ask me that back, and I say good, and then they say, "Thank you. You were such good help today. I hope you have a blessed day." There's this, oh my God, I love him so much. He's this elderly black gentleman who comes in, and he is so sweet to everyone. He tips really well. He's so nice. He's like, "Have a blessed day, young sir." And I'm like, "You too." And then that's pretty much it. But I love
Regular customers are fun.
regulars are fun. I don't like the regulars that when they come in they think that it's a party all the time. Like they come in and they get excited. Like I'm not asking for that. I don't want you to come in and be like, "Hey everybody, how's your guys' day today? What are we doing?"
Just that overbearing energy.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's like the people that, okay, you should not be looking forward to going to the pet store. Like it shouldn't be your.
Well, what if you're picking out your child like a fish or something or a hermit crab?
What?
Can't wait to give my kid a hermit crab. Name him
No,
Pierre.
hang on. What you said. I'm picking out my kid. I'm picking up my kid. That's what
Did I word it like that?
Yes, like you're
Okay.
picking a kid.
All right, rewind. I'm picking out a fish for my kid.
Yeah. You're like, I'm picking out a kid for my fish or something like that. Like it's an adoption center.
You guys have the kids in the back.
Yeah, we keep the kids in the back.
The horses in the
The horses in the back. But I have a lot of appreciation for them. And same goes for when I used to deliver. Oh man, my heart melted for this. And I think this is the last day I delivered. So I pull up, normal house, and I see there's kids playing in the backyard. You know, it's a big, beautiful house. It's a nice neighborhood. And I'm having a very shitty day at work. Probably the worst day at work. And I come up there, and I got my mask on, and the mom's there. And she's like, "Oh, forgive my ignorance. I don't have a mask on." And then she takes a few steps back, and I'm like, "Oh no, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. I don't really, care. It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm just handing you your food." Set it down, and she says, "Would you like to help yourself to a snack?" And I'm thinking, "Oh, I'm getting butt fucked and lured in." And there's a sign with a basket under it. It says, for delivery drivers.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like Pringles and candy and like all this fun like snacks. No, sure, I would love money, but money is easy. It's what everyone does. But when you offer a snack, it's like, wow, you actually went out of your way to get snacks for delivery drivers, and that is so thoughtful.
It's awesome, right?
She asked me how I was doing, and no, her kids made a bunch of like Black Lives Matter signs and like wear your mat, like COVID, like really relevant. There was a sign that was like, "If you're having a bad day, just keep going through it." I'm like, wow, this is a genuinely pure-hearted household. I love it. And I felt bad because I didn't want to leave. And no, I did grab, what are the green Pringles?
Sour cream.
Cream and onion.
Yeah, you're weird.
Man. And I sat in that car and it made my day. No, like I said, I had a shitty day, and that little pure act of kindness made my day amazing. It was, see, and now if someone was just like, "How are you?" and I said good, and they're like, "That's good," that wouldn't, no, because that's not genuine. It's almost mechanical.
Yeah, it's
instinct at this point.
Just like you said, the mold.
Yeah,
The whole mold idea.
it loses its value the more it is thrown around. So
That was an interesting tangent you brought up.
yeah, I
think
know.
that was quite deep of you to think about.
I just really, I don't know.
You don't do that much.
No, I'm
you
not.
Don't, you don't get very more than the surface.
What does that mean?
Like, it's like
Just on
water,
here or in general?
on water, like the surface.
Yeah.
You typically scrape the surface.
I
and
dipped
go
my
on.
toes in a little bit, but this time I dived in.
Today or at least in that conversation, you thought a little bit more critically.
Yeah,
You analyzed a little bit harder.
I thought my thought process was a little bit more pristine.
It's That's not the right term. Pristine means brand new.
Well, no, my view that was different. I don't normally,
Your
like you
view
said,
was different.
Yeah,
Your thought process, however, was still same old Julian.
new side.
Yeah.
I realized I put my Jolly Rancher in there, and I was like,
oh, so now it tastes like green apple.
yeah, it tastes like green apple. But I don't know. Lately, ever since, which I wasn't normally a social butterfly, but now that I kind of have that hint or taste, I'm not gonna be an asshole and say, go outside, go be social, go do this stuff. But it definitely does make me feel better.
It helps to get out.
It makes like I low key thought the other day about quitting my job because I felt like I wasn't really moving forward, and I feel like I peaked and I want to peak more. And now, but I don't know. I don't think I can, because whenever I go there and I get my social, what would I say? What would you think I should say?
Social what?
Like when I go there and I talk to
attitude,
all these,
mood.
No, when I go there and talk to all these social people all day, and when I come home, I'm drained and I don't want to do it again. Like I got my social outlook
Fix.
for the day. Fix. Yeah, we'll go with that. I got my social fix for the day.
It's more unprofessional, but fix.
It is what
term
you
for
get the term, yeah. And I don't know. I really enjoy it. I like the cringiness of it, I guess. Because, God, it can get real just cringy and soppy at the pet store. But,
yeah.
I don't know. I like that kind of stuff. It's funny. It's funny to me. Because when I go there, I'm a different individual than I am here. Even on here, when the cameras are off, I'm buck wild, booty naked, and hanging out.
Emphasis on some of that stuff.
But
happens all the time.
Yeah.
But needless to say, I don't do the same thing. Because I do. It's just what you do.
Yeah, we get a little weird.
We get a little weird on Big Kid Podcast set.
A little
hours.
wacky. Yeah, after an hour, you're cracking them up.
Yeah, just look at our
and,
Patreon and you'll find out.
Yeah, and we take off our clothes and we run around the house.
Oh, you're spoiling too many things.
And pull out the
peanut butter,
whipped cream.
Yeah.
Oh my godness.
That's exactly what made me quit my job. If I wasn't going to have this apprenticeship stuff,
yeah,
I would have probably quit my job on the same day that I did. Because I felt stagnant.
Yeah.
I felt like very static. There was no way I was going to move up from there. Serving, there's no such thing as like supreme server. Or you can maybe be a server manager, but that entails a whole different set of training and because that's the management side.
The fluctuation in money, it just depends on
a server. It's
you and the customer. But
it depends on your attitude, and people want to disagree, but the types of customers you're working with, the area that you're serving in, because there are wealthier areas out there.
Yeah.
Like you could be you could work at
you could be
a
miserable.
bev girl. I think they're called bev girls at golf places. Like,
you'll swim in it. You'll fucking be swimming.
Yes, like rich white people will stare at like women all day and then get tipped for it because they're bringing them drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like there are places you can work at that just cater to a higher echelon of people. And that's still, even then, if I did something like that, I would still get tired of it because I'm not moving anywhere in my job. The money's great.
Right now,
but
I just did full time. I'm doing full time now, but they might not keep me on it just because my semester's over doesn't mean that it won't start up again and stuff like that. Which honestly, I feel like I won't be making a lot more than I really am. I'll still have 2 days off. I'll work every day, and that's it. There's only so much time in a week, and now I've seen how much I can make from this. I can't make any more. There's no other going up. Maybe I'll get a raise, but I just feel like that's very unlikely.
Yeah.
So now I'm just thinking of other ways of time management and money. And time is insanely... When I wake up to an alarm, set another alarm for how long to be in the shower, set another alarm from how much time I got till work. when I'm at work, I set an alarm to see how much time, because it goes down instead of up. So
Yeah.
and then when I get home, I set a timer before I go to bed. I live on a timer, and now I have this issue that I constantly think an alarm is going off or the phone is ringing.
I can definitely see
The
that.
things that give you anxiety like that, like constantly waking up, I'll be at work and I will run to the phone and then like the phone wasn't ringing. I was like, I thought it was ringing. Or I'll reach in my pocket, look, I'll think I have a notification or my phone's going off. It drives me insane. I can't, and that's why I told my schedule, I was like, yeah, I can only work at night because I got to get my sleep schedule fixed and I need more time to figure things out.
That reminds me, I had the same instance at Bojangles. Towards the end of my cycle at Bojangles, they put me on drive-through because they liked how I interacted with people.
Yeah.
And I wore the headset all the time, and I constantly thought that there was a customer there, and there was no customer there. Whenever the car pulls up to the drive-thru, there is a sensor that is triggered that creates a beeping noise in the restaurant. Only in the kitchen part so that the lobby can't hear it, and also the music in the lobby drowns it out. But that is to notify like whoever's on the drive-thru, like, hey, there's a car there, you need to take their order.
Yeah.
And I had so many false alarms where I thought that thing was being triggered. It's not even the garbage dollies that were being pushed out.
Yeah.
They didn't even go in front of it. It is just cuz.
It's like a dog being trained with a clicker. That's what it is. It's like your brain wants to react constantly.
That's actually it's a case too. It's called Pavlov syndrome.
Yeah.
Pavlov, he trained dogs to like basically feeding time, right?
Yeah.
He rang a bell and then gave the dogs food. Whenever the bell was rung, the dogs were given food. Right?
Oh my God.
It's the same thing. Whenever the beeper goes off, the drive-through, there's someone in the drive-through.
Yeah.
Whenever your alarm goes off, it's time for you to do something new.
And I'm not saying I want to like quit because I like I said, I don't think I can. Because even if I did and say I could make money doing this or making art, I'm scared that I would get so trapped in my home now that my whole social life would be gone.
Absolutely.
And I would start to dread making art and podcasting. I don't know. I like podcasting. I like the vibe. I sometimes want to keep going and going and going because once again, time, an hour is so short and I just want to keep pumping them. But
you just got to think about attention span too.
Well, yeah.
Well, then how much is left for us? Because we've never tried to go for 2 hours before.
Yeah.
I know I get burnt out because like just looking at my computer burns me out.
Like physically, like your eyes, or
yeah, well, it hurts my eyes, and I just like I gotta look away or I gotta go outside or something. That was my problem with homework too. Is like I can't look at homework and just.
Yeah, I can't constantly be working on the computer and stuff like that.
It hurts your head.
Yeah. But now it sucks.
And with right now, back to your whole job situation, like.
I'm just trying to get all that Jolly Rancher juice out.
Yeah, thank you. Your job situation, it's tough finding a job that's any higher than that.
Yeah.
It's not without like special conditions or anything. Like you're pretty hard pressed to find something above an hourly right now.
Yeah, but it's the fact, like you said, there's no leveling up anymore. Like once you hit it's like when you play a game. If you have all these characters, all these rosters of characters, and you play, that's your main. I'm playing a Scorpion. This actually works really well.
We were just playing Mortal Kombat.
This works really well as a segue.
Recorded.
I play a Scorpion, and I love being Scorpion. He's so cool. He's so fun. And I keep playing. He keeps leveling up, getting level. And then there's a level cap. Once you level cap him, what's the point of still playing as him? You're already the best you could possibly be with him, you know. And there's all these other characters. So you hop on another one, start at level 1, go back up, and you go back up, and you go back up, and so I think that's the same mentality I'm having right now. I delivered and then I became a food runner, and I got pretty impressed with myself and pretty good. And so I was like, yeah, I don't see this going anywhere. I'm done. And then I moved on. And then same goes for now this. I'm like, somehow I made manager. The only thing that's next is bigger manager, second-hand manager, and then manager of store and owner of the building. But I don't want all that.
Always moving 2 steps forward and 1 step back.
Whatever, yeah.
I'm what you just described, I'm looking at it like a chart right now.
Yeah.
My chart has you down here because you're trash.
Okay.
No.
Jesus.
I'll explain this going this way too. My chart
Now we're talking
has
to you
him
guys.
right here. He gets a new job. He works as a delivery driver. Quits it. I keep on getting a phone call.
I absolutely love the vibrating thing. Sometimes I'll like hum it when it's not even going on.
Who is it?
Who is it?
I don't
Who's
know.
calling?
And that's known. I don't know.
No caller ID?
No. It's a random phone number.
Here, let me answer it.
Hello?
Oh my god. Is this Joanne?
No.
Is this Austin?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, I watch your podcast and oh my god. Bye.
Bye?
I watch your podcast and I've only seen like the first, I think 4 episodes and
We have 5.
I just think it's I just love it. So,
Matt,
I love Julian too. So,
can I ask who's calling?
yeah, my name is Lisa.
Lisa?
Simpson.
Yeah. Oh my god.
You know, we were actually in the middle of recording right now. Should I keep this in the next episode?
Wait, are you serious?
I'm serious.
Oh my god. Is that like too much to ask?
I can.
I don't get this.
I'll leave it
man.
in.
I don't like
It's fine,
this
I'll leave it in.
anymore.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.
How old are you? This is twice now.
2 nights in a row.
Someone has called you about the podcast.
They were looking for you, though. Her name was not Lisa, but they were looking for you.
But why would they call your phone?
I don't know.
They emailed me. No, I'm just kidding.
Dream.
All right. Anyways, that
Okay.
was fucking weird. and
Anyways, what
random.
were we? Oh yeah, my chart.
Poli-
My chart.
oh yeah.
Just to finish up here, my chart goes like this. Julian's down here.
Mhm.
Delivery driver gets him all the way up here.
Mm-hmm.
He stops delivery driving and goes down a little bit, but he doesn't go down to the level that he was at before.
You kind of
That's the whole
here.
thing about moving 2 steps back. Or
Oh,
one
yeah,
step
yeah.
forward, 2 steps forward and 1 step back.
You're
you're
not
going-
necessarily going at the bottom.
No, you're not. You're not going down any time. You're still progressing up as a
You're
net
just leaving-
incline.
It's like stairs.
And that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I see it. I saw more of a slope going on, but
Mm-hmm. But that's just how it is. I mean, sure, I would love to be a freelance artist and to be a professional podcaster. Oh, dude, fuck it, I'm quitting.
you're quitting.
I'm quitting, and I'll charge like people to look at my animals. You can look at my animals. $5 per eyeball. You have seeing the animal per second. Yeah, it's about to start
APS.
racking up real quick.
APS.
Whatever that is.
Exactly. I just thought my phone was buzzing again. I thought my phone was ringing.
I thought it was too, honestly.
I get
I
so
thought I
many
thought I heard
phone
it.
calls from the scam car people. Speaking of the scam car, before we go,
Oh, I get those too. I hate them.
do you ever play? You ever like hang out with them or play with them?
No,
I
I'm
have started
sorry, I do
doing that
not.
now because I know that they're never gonna go away. So I just start fucking with them.
Yeah.
I had this one guy. The very first time I said, the guy asked me like what kind of car I drive and everything. He said he works for the dealership and he's calling about my car's warranty. He asked what kind of car it was. I told him it was a 2019 Toyota Camry.
Which isn't true.
It's not true. I've never had a Toyota in my life.
Okay. You
Then
never would.
He asked for the miles. I said 42,000.
Mhm.
Duh.
Just making stuff
And then
up.
he says, I'll transfer you to the service department. so we can get your warranty situation sorted out. Made absolutely no sense, but I said, okay, sounds good.
Why?
So I like to get far into their process, and then just the whole story falls apart. He starts asking me like, how long have you had the car? I said 3 years. All this other stuff, and then he asked me if there's anything wrong with it, and I said, yeah, the wheels fall off sometimes when I'm driving it. And he said, oh yeah, the wheels fall off? And I said, yeah, they do. Yeah, fuck you. And then he hung up.
Why would you do that?
And the second time, they called me back, still remembering what car I drove. They said, I'm calling about your 2019 Toyota Camry.
Oh,
so they wrote somewhere it's recorded that I drive a 2019 Toyota Camry.
What?
And I got to that service part again, where after they put me on hold and they transfer me. I've gotten to that part again. John Smith answers the phone.
Is that actual
That's
name?
his name. It's what he said he was.
You
So
just
I'm calling him
doxed
John
him.
Smith. It's not. It's
Dude, there are probably thousands of John Smiths.
Yeah.
Smith.
And oh my gosh, he's like, yeah, is there anything wrong with the car? And I said, well,
It catches on fire here.
somehow I told him that I stole it. I was like, I said, yeah, when I stole it, the actuator pump went bad, but I've since fixed it. He said, you stole it. Oh, have a good day, sir. He hung up.
Oh my god.
Now the span between these two calls that I've had, they took me on the do not call list after the first time. Maybe 3 weeks went by, and then they called me again. They first start out by calling you. If you answer it, if it looks like a South Carolina number and you answer it, no one's gonna say anything to you. They're just testing to make sure that your phone number is not a dummy line, that it's to a live person.
You have so much time on your hands
You know,
to do these
this is like
trial runs.
You know, I'm busy like all the time, right? I see a phone number like this, and I'm like, yo, I need to have some fun with this because I'm so tired of this shit.
I mean, I guess it does.
I feel like it's the
work
best way to
because
do
now-
it. You're
what,
just
now they're not
wasting
gonna
their
call you.
time. Yeah. I mean, eventually they're gonna stop calling. I really hope they don't, though. I like
Oh my
having
God.
fun with them.
See, now you like it.
Now I'm a proponent of scam callers. Dude, I'm looking at the audio on here right now,
What's wrong with that?
and it has been like peaking like the entire time since I started talking. I'm
that
just so
good?
energetic right now.
Poggers.
Dude, I swear I didn't cut it or anything, go do anything. I'm just energetic now. But yeah, we're about 58 minutes in though.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
Do you have anything else you want to add?
No, I guess I do not. I do not think that. No, I think this was a very good episode.
You think so?
I was pretty happy with it. Pretty smooth. Pretty calm and collected, I'd say.
It was calm for most of it.
Yeah. Normally, when we come towards the end, I'm thinking, okay, was there anything thumbnail worthy that we talked about? If not, make something up right now, and then
I'm gonna
that's
have
the
to
thumbnail.
rewatch this to at least figure out a title.
Yeah. I think I have an idea,
Mm-hmm.
but it might be too similar to the last one.
Oh.
I was thinking of doing a salamander, and we're looking at it, but we just looked at a what?
Yeah.
Go check out the last episode. See you guys.
Thank you for watching.